welcome to another episode of What Fit, and we're basically talking marriage here. And with me also in the studio again, in continuation of this, is a very senior servant of God, Apostle Thompson Adekeye. And we've been treating this issue for some few episodes back now. And we do hope that this episode is transforming your life. So more and more are still coming on the way, but watch this. Today we are in continuation of what we read out all the time. And that's talking about John, the Gospel of John, chapter 4. And we have dealt so much on that. I want to have a continuation because of what Jesus told the woman. You have had 5 husbands. Now, who knows whether part of those husbands were shepherds? They were shepherds those days, or priests in those days. Was ever since the New Testament began, that's when we are pastors, or the fivefold ministry. So, in one of the 5, we have a bishop and a deacon, which the two of them has almost the same quality. Should have almost the same quality. They were not permitted to have 2 wives. So can a man of God, apostle, marry more than 1 wife?
Thank you. The question is ambiguous because then you ask if, in quotes, a man of God. So who is this man of God? Because there is a difference between a man of God and a man from God. Okay. Also, when Jesus was talking about celibacy, he said there are those who naturally were eunuchs. They were born like that.
Yeah.
And then there were those who men made to be eunuchs.
And there are those who
made themselves eunuchs, like our brother Paul, at some stage in his life. Now, coming to this issue, I think it's Timothy, right? When Paul was writing about bishops.
Yeah, Timothy 3.
He was very specific. For a bishop, you must have 1 wife. For a deacon,
1 wife.
1 wife. He was specific.
Very specific.
Very, very specific. Now, a bishop and a deacon are administrative positions.
Excellent. So don't forget to send your questions, comments, and everything just like that to this email, globalvision2202@yahoo.com. globalvision2202@yahoo.com. And we attend to the question, we bring it online again. You will enjoy the answers. globalvision2202@yahoo.com. So, servant of God, they were administrators.
It is not a spiritual office. It is an administrative office
For doing spiritual
things.
Okay.
That is why it's just crazy these days. A bishop is not over the 5-fold ministry.
Okay.
No. It is the 5-fold ministry who appoints bishops.
As an administrator. Just take the office and manage it.
Exactly.
Do this control.
General manager.
Yeah.
That's what a bishop is.
That is who a bishop is.
And most of the time you see that a bishop is not over just one church. No, it's over an area.
Yeah. Overseeing jurisdiction. Yeah.
But the 5-fold ministry that Jesus gave us is the apostles, the prophets, the pastors, the evangelists, and the teacher.
Yeah.
That's the 5-fold ministry.
Yeah.
And in these ones, there are gifts of men that he gave for the perfecting
of the body
of Christ. And when he was doing this, he didn't give condition about their marital status.
So that nobody will be shortchanged or
disadvantaged.
Yeah, so everyone is all are called.
In fact, let them go and read the scriptures very well. Let them go and search the history of the apostles, and you will find out that some of the apostles had 2 wives.
Okay, but the people doesn't know all this.
But people don't know all these things because it wasn't the focus. It was a ministry.
First Peter 2:9, you are royal priesthood, a holy nation. Now you are royal priesthood. Anybody, every one of us are called. That's a general call. So you have 10 wives, 20 wives, 1 wife. You don't have a wife. All of us are called. So no one is exempted. Okay, exactly. Continue.
So I mean, so the parameters are different. But then, if you are the one who called yourself, that's why I said a man of God is different from a man
from God.
A man of God is somebody who chose.
Thank you.
To serve God
in that capacity.
He's sincere. He loves God. He wants to serve God, and God is willing to use him. But it wasn't God who called him. I'm very sorry. I may be busting your theology, but there are some of us that we didn't want to serve God.
Yeah.
He came to
look for us. He came for us. He
came to search for us.
Now. We have to add this. You know, God called us. We knew. He also knows. But we also called others. He called us in order to call others. So when we knew that we called, you don't have to die. And you don't have to kill those of us that called. So whatever errors or issues you find in our lives, you just take us in love, accept us in love, walk with us in love. Okay, can we continue?
So these 2 categories are different, and the parameters for their ministries is also different.
Yeah.
The conditions for their ministry is also different. Those that are from God have a strictly different way that God deals with them. Those who call themselves, Paul give the requirements. You must not be a drunkard. You must not more than 1 wife, must be seen to control your family, and so on and so forth. And it was very, very specific. But those that God called, you go and check them in biblical history. Check Samuel.
Yeah.
He was called by God, but we know what happened in his own. I mean, check great esteemed apostle Paul. We know what happened in his own. So the parameters are different. The prophetic is different. This gift of men actually comes